We're catching up with funny man Zach Galifianakis today, but first, stars reach out to Celine Dion as the singer mourns the loss of her husband, Rene Angelil.
Celine, together!
You know, he's the only man in my life. I never met another man in my life. He taught me music and the passion and how to bring the best of myself.
Rene Angelil, who was Celine Dion's husband, former manager, and mentor, died yesterday at his home in Las Vegas at the age of 73. This after a long battle with throat cancer. The Montreal native guided Dion to superstardom before marrying her in 1994. He battled 3 bouts of cancer, leading Dion, who is 26 years his junior, to put her career on hold a number of times to care for him.
They were inseparable as a couple. Their marriage was a real friendship. It was based on love. It was based on trust.
Last night, Caesar's Palace, where Dion has a residency, honored Angelil's memory on its marquee. Many celebrities are reaching out to Dion in her time of grief. Among them, Josh Groban, who tweeted, "Rene spoke softly but carried monumental respect. Some of my first moments in the biz are because of him." Prime Minister Justin Trudeau also tweeted his condolences. Angelil is survived by Dion, the couple's 3 children, and 3 children from previous marriages. Switching gears now, an A-list turnout for the premiere of FX's new comedy Baskets in LA last night, where only Entertainment City was there to catch up with the star, Zach Galifianakis, who's working on this show with producer Louis C.K. Talk about an incredible combination.
So when Zach Galifianakis and Louis C.K.'s brain come together to create this, what kind of comedy is produced?
We've come up with a pretty weird show that...
Weird and awesome in all the right ways.
Okay, good.
Now, how did you prep for this role? To play Renoir or Chip?
Well, the good thing
Baskets?
is it's not that good of a clown, so there's not too much to do.
Baskets premieres on FX next Thursday, when we'll hear more from the cast. Canadian films making history in this year's Oscar nominations. 2 Canuck co-productions are up for Best Picture, including Brooklyn and Room. Also getting her fair share of attention, Rachel McAdams, who's up for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Spotlight.
You're always worth it.
He's up for multiple Grammys, and now The Weeknd can add Oscar nomination to that list. He's nominated for Best Original Song with Earned It from 50 Shades of Grey. He shares the nomination with fellow Canuck Stephen Macchio. The awards will be handed out February 28th. Entertainment City will be on the red carpet. Yesterday's Oscar nominations were announced in LA by John Krasinski, star of 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. At that same time, his Canadian co-star was north of the border. Terry caught up with Pablo Schreiber in Toronto.
You guys are all looking quite buff in this.
We tried. We did our best.
If you do not get here soon, we're all gonna die.
It's directed by blockbuster filmmaker Michael Bay.
Michael Bay goes big or goes home. There's no question about it, and we see that here. What was that like?
What this movie represents to me is actually a real evolution in his filmmaking, because he uses character and relationship to build story in a way that I haven't seen from him before.
13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi is in select theaters today before opening everywhere next Friday. If you're looking for a more family-friendly flick this weekend, check out Norm of the North. Funny man Rob Schneider plays a polar bear who treks to New York to stop a developer from building luxury condos in the Arctic. Joining the comedic fur fest, Ken Jeong.
You know, Rob Schneider is an icon, you know, one of my heroes growing up in comedy.
Norm of the North hits theaters today. And remember to get your entertainment news here first in the morning, and follow us on Twitter too, @NCity.